Hey everyone, it's Nick. I just wanted to let you guys know beforehand that we're going to have to take a 1 to 2 week hiatus from episodes. I'm going to be out of town the next 2 weekends, the weekend of August 3rd and the weekend of the 10th. And so we will not be able to record because my personal computer is the computer we use to record these episodes. So hopefully, I'm hoping that we are going to be able to work something out when I'm back in town on the week before the 10th. So maybe we'll be able to record one there, but August 3rd, that weekend we'll not be able to record. So on August 5th, there will not be an upload. So I just wanted to let you guys know ahead of time and enjoy this episode of Almost Live.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the podcast where you have two choices. You can listen to this podcast or you can play video games. Too bad you're already listening to the podcast. I'm joined today by Austin,
Hey guys, I'm eating cookies.
David,
Hi diddly ho there, neighbor.
and special guest Dan Bitchboy Balcom.
What's up, guys?
And this is the podcast. I got a good little speculation topic for today. Not Dan. This is going to be hard for me because both of your names start with D.
Double D, dude.
Gotta love a double D.
You have double Ds.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, you fat?
Yes. I mean,
Okay.
I mean, not like fat, but like
Yes.
you got some chunk on you, my
I
dude.
got
Slim
bigger
thick.
tits than most girls.
No lie.
He is slim thick.
David was telling us about a guy who avoided a speeding ticket. What
Oh,
did he do
yeah.
for it?
Yeah, this dude tried to avoid a ticket by using a red sports drink as his taillight.
Wow.
Did he win?
I don't know. Did he win though?
Like, did it work? Because like I've busted out many taillights
No.
on. Oh, it didn't.
No.
Wait, so
Oh,
did
damn.
he like unfold the can and then put it over his
No.
taillight?
He
I'm assuming
put
it's like a Gatorade.
I was thinking Gatorade
Yep.
too.
it is a Gatorade bottle
Nice.
duct taped to the back of his vehicle, and it is full.
That's what's up.
Okay. The way
clever,
the way
though.
that I had seen it in my mind is he had a waterproof light that he put inside of a red Gatorade. So then the
Oh.
light still worked.
Negative.
Okay.
It's literally just a red Gatorade.
Okay. Because I was gonna say I've busted out taillights on my truck.
Yes, you
And
have.
when that happened, I just literally got like not super thin but thinner plastic folders
Yeah.
and cut into the right size and the right thing, and it was the same exact thing as regular taillight. It just wasn't glossy. It was more of a matte.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think if you would have had the light in there with the Gatorade, that might have worked
Possibly.
because it
No,
still would have
but-
been red.
The first thing it says on the actual post is police in Longmont, Colorado said they appreciated the driver's ingenuity, but it was quote not a permanent solution unquote.
Well, and technically, as soon as even a little part of your taillight is broken, you have to replace it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's
Yeah, but if like he could have just said, "Oh, I have one on order. It's going to be here in 2 days."
Pretty much.
either way they can still write you the ticket if they're feeling like it.
Yeah, they can,
Okay.
but who's gonna be that asshole?
A lot of cops. Yeah, a lot of cops.
Try going to Wright County or Sherburne.
Yeah, no thanks.
I got away in
We're
Wright
already
County.
in Sherburne County.
Well, I know that. All I'm saying is those cops are a lot harder on people, but I mean, then again, a lot of people take advantage of cops.
That's a good
I
point.
think.
You want to hear two different stories? One of me getting away from Sherburne County ticket, and one from a Wright County ticket.
No, but I think I'm already going to.
Yeah, you are. The first one, the less eventful one. I was on my way to a date, looking at my TomTom. Was not looking at the road for about 15 seconds, and I was speeding.
Smooth.
The cop pulled me. I was like, "You are on your phone." I'm like, "No, I was on my GPS. I was just trying to set the route. I'm late for a date, and she has a tendency to get a little, antsy when I'm late. She gets really aggravated. He's like, "Oh yeah, I know what you mean. My wife's like that too. Drive safe, get there on time." I was like, "Cool, thanks, man." And I was going like 10 above the limit
Nice.
in residential.
Oh God.
Well, what was the residential speed though?
Residential was 30. I was going 42. He bumped it to 40 and then let me off.
Well, I mean, depending on what,
Quit vaping on my cookies.
usually depending on what area you're in and who the cop is,
Between
Usually they'll let you
Monticello and
off.
Big Lake.
Oh, okay. You were going on like 11 or something like when you go right past McDonald's.
That's 10, bud.
No,
No,
The
it's
road that connects Big Lake and Monticello.
yeah. It's not a
11.
highway. It's a residential. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
through that neighborhood.
Okay.
I mean, were you coming into Big Lake or
I'm
going
totally
to
lost here.
Monticello?
Going into Big Lake.
I'm just eating more cookies.
I mean,
Regardless, it's not. It's in the past. It doesn't matter. The more impressive one was on School Street. Or no, it wasn't on School Street. It was on Main Street going towards the tracks.
That's a good cookie.
I got pulled over. 1:30 in the morning,
Oatmeal raisin.
going 93 down that road.
Austin, shut up.
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
He's telling a story.
It's fine. I can just mute him in post.
That is true.
It
But I
is true.
don't want to do that work. Yeah, got pulled over going 90 something and a 30. No ticket.
What?
Nice.
No ticket. He pulled me over. I rolled down the window and he went, "What do you think you're doing?" And I was like, dude, I have to go to Big Lake. My buddy, like, I'm going to hang out with my buddy. I just really want to be there. And he was like, that's not an excuse. I'm like, I know it's not an excuse. I'm not trying to get out of the ticket with that or whatever. He's like, you know you're an idiot, right? He's like,
So yeah,
I
probably.
get that a lot of cops aren't on this road, especially not this hour, but like you're the only car. And if I see a tail light that looks like an expo marker going across a whiteboard, like, we're going to chase you. He's like, yeah. He's like, was it a thrill or something? And like he was just going back and forth and just toying with me. And so he goes back to run my information. And I'm like, okay. I went well above the speed limit. I'm already getting a felony
Yeah.
for this. And I'm going to lose my license anyway.
Yeah, they can take your license away after 20 over.
Yep.
So I decided to fuck with him.
Oh God.
He came back, and I was, you know my gray button-up shirt, right? Collar in the pocket?
Yep.
I was wearing that. And he comes back, and it's unbuttoned down to here. Just laying. And it's,
Like mid chest.
yeah, mid-chest, like
What?
halfway between nipples and belly button.
What was?
My shirt.
Oh.
I unbuttoned it down to there.
Oh, that's what's up.
And then he comes back and hands me my stuff, and he's like, all right, and he takes out his ticket book. I'm like, officer. He's like, what? I'm like, I thought you didn't give tickets to pretty girls. And I spread my shirt, and I started using my middle finger to rub my left nipple, and I looked him dead in the eye. He starts laughing his ass off. He's like, are you going to keep it at the speed limit? And I was like, yeah. He's like, okay, just leave. I don't want to look at you anymore. Just let me go. For going
Dear God.
60 to 65 over the speed limit in a residential area.
That's just fucking stupid.
Yeah. But I got away with it, which is fine.
Yeah, by all means.
Speaking of that, speaking of being in cars,
Excuse me.
I have a fun little thing for us to talk about.
Okay.
Shoot.
So you know the movie Cars, right?
Oh,
Yes.
Yes, I love it.
Yeah, Lightning McQueen, whatever.
Yep.
They're sent for those who don't know, who I don't even know who that would be.
Ka-chow.
It's sentient.
Kapow.
It's sentient cars that exist in a car world.
Yeah.
My question is, the first question of many, how are they made? Do new cars come into existence?
Magic.
Car sex.
Yeah, that's
How
it.
would that work?
It just does.
Well, the transmission
No,
drops
you
out.
can't. No,
goes
just,
into the
just
exhaust pipe.
speculate it. No,
No,
don't be.
no,
it just
it
does.
just- no, it just does.
How do you think using real life application? Granted, whatever impregnation and growing can happen. Some weird magically shits it out of his gas tank. I don't know.
In the trunk.
Yeah, because of the
Pops
trunk.
open,
Whatever.
baby. Pops out.
What is the male car penis?
The transmission
Maybe.
just drops out.
No.
It's like a horse stick. It kind of just flops out.
It's like a horse dick. Just
Okay. So like we got transmission. David? What do you think the? Think of a car. Do you think the tail light goes into their asshole?
Do cars have an asshole?
Tip to tip. Exhaust tip to exhaust tip.
Do they just put their little car tongues in each other's mouths and pray?
Well, I mean,
I mean, the gay ones.
I just want to know how, because like there's a lot of cars in this car's
where
world.
do you think rim job came from?
Oh,
They
God.
they
I did-
tongue
that
punched
was
the fart
bad.
box.
I did not need to hear that.
It's not okay.
It was funny, but it's not okay.
Okay,
My bad.
so we're running theories the transmission drops out, but where does he put the transmission?
Dude, in his tailpipe.
Into the exhaust pipe.
In the tailpipe, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean that would go into the engine, but then how's the baby get from the engine to the trunk? Like, does it just go up the tailpipe into the engine through what to get to
It's
the
like
to grow in the
it's
trunk?
like an ethereal thing where it just
No.
shifts through the car.
No.
It becomes a passenger,
No.
and then when it's at the right point, it goes through the back seat into the trunk.
Yeah, they got the fold down seats in the back.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's like saying how.
I guess the inside of the car would be empty.
Well, I mean, it's like saying what would happen if the car ran out of gas and there was no gas there. You know, what happens to the car? Does it die?
No, they just stop moving.
Yeah, that actually does happen in the movie.
Yep.
Yeah, but
Yeah, Lightning McQueen.
when the battery dies, like quotes.
Oh, the battery died.
Yeah,
Oh, the battery is like
Battery
their
died,
heart.
yeah.
The battery's like their heart, bud.
Yeah, so if they run out of gas and then the battery dies, then do they die?
Yes.
What if someone comes along and gives them a jump? Are they brought back to life or what?
Yeah, it's just the fucking paddles.
Yeah.
There's nobody in the car. And they don't have hands, so
No.
how are they supposed to put the jumper cables on?
How did they change tires?
Luigi.
Forklifts.
Okay. How did the forklifts take off the lug nuts?
With a drill attachment.
Exactly.
And what tires made
They
that
actually,
drill?
if I'm remembering this correctly, they actually do have a scene where one of the forklifts has the fucking paddles.
Yes.
That is
they
correct, actually.
It literally has the paddles
but
attached to the forks.
back on Dan's thing, right? So like, take the tire off with the forklift. The forklift used those drills.
Yep.
Tiny components in the drills, right? Whose tires put those in?
Another forklift.
Yeah. Another forklift. You're just going in
So
circles.
the forklift put the tiny components into this drill.
Yes.
Fair enough. But who made the forklift?
A tinier forklift.
Well, doesn't like almost every machine? No.
No,
I was
not
gonna say,
not every
doesn't-
machine is
gas
sentient.
pumps.
Isn't every machine alive? But well, gas. I wouldn't consider.
No, it's
it.
just cars. It's just
Yeah.
automotive things. Which also begs the question, if I attached a motor and it ran just a regular inanimate object, would that then become sentient?
No.
Like if I attached a motor to like we'll say like a well pump,
Mm-hmm.
would that become sentient?
No.
Why?
Because there's no battery, therefore there's no heart.
Yeah, but that's like saying
Okay, well what if I run the motor off of a battery instead of gas?
are flashlights alive because they have batteries?
Sure.
But there's no motor, which would be like the circulatory system.
Yeah, but there's a circuit board. That's its.
There's no motor though. He does have a point.
I guess that's a fair point.
Like the motor would technically be like blood flow in a sense.
Kind of.
Okay.
Dan, you sounded so
AC would be,
defeated
you know-
on that.
Yeah, this is getting
Obviously,
deep.
AC would be, like
No,
Lungs and
it
shit.
makes sense. I'm just.
trying to process.
I'm
No,
pro-
just how
I'm-
you said, just
I'm
how you said
processing
okay,
it,
just
you
how
know?
you said okay. You sounded just so defeated.
Okay.
The fun thing about this is we're getting really in depth with this, and this isn't even the big topic on it.
Either way, this is
So?
still good.
Yeah, it's still good.
We're talking about living cars. Like,
Are we not
this
gonna talk about the
shouldn't
bugs
be a
too?
thing. The bugs are just cars.
Exactly, but they have
Dude.
wings.
Dude, that's how they made the drill.
The bugs.
The gnat equivalent in the Cars universe,
The bugs.
No.
right? Because it's tiny enough.
That is a good point. But
We're
how would
making
they-
breakthroughs
but-
here.
But how would they make the components for the drill?
Yeah, but they probably have molds.
From dead cars.
Oh
Well-
God!
Yeah, but how did they make those cars? That's the thing. You get like
The great car in the sky.
you gotta think there's hand tools, and those hand tools were made from molds. And
I could see that.
The cars can move their tires, can camber their tires in and out as. Do you know what camber is? That's like
yeah,
how
the angle of the tire
the
itself.
yeah.
the angle of the wheel.
Angry
So
It's just a
angry
really pissed
tires,
off
the
tire.
best tires you can get, and they're angry.
You
New
got
from
road rage.
Goodyear.
He's a terrible
Dude,
you.
I legitimately threw up in my mouth when you said that. That was such a bad.
Good.
Angry tires, the best tires you can get, and they're angry. It's like in 6th grade when you had to make a commercial for something with video. I don't know if any of you did that, but I had to do that. That's pretty much the equivalent of what my commercial was.
Well, I didn't have to make a commercial. I made a website.
I was climbing a mountain to get Apple Jacks, and I just put the camera sideways so it looked like I was climbing up a flat surface.
Jesus.
Smooth. What are you doing?
I don't know.
Somebody. What are you watching?
Copyright issues. Turn off Pornhub.
I did.
Focus up.
Turn off your phone.
Like, put it on silent. Like, damn.
Okay,
I thought it was on.
Back
We got
Hey,
a business here.
both of you, all of you, back on subject. So
Yeah.
they can make the molds with the camera or their tires, whatever. Maybe Nats make the,
Yep.
whatevers. So, there's different types of cars. If you don't lock your goddamn phone,
I'm trying to turn off all the sound and it's not letting me.
turn off the phone.
Fuck
Put it
you.
on vibrate. Damn it.
He's showing us that he can't.
He actually is.
Just lock your damn
I
phone.
literally hate
Yeah,
this.
just lock
there
it,
we
put it
go.
down, and set it to the side or something. If it goes off, we can pause it and fix it.
Yeah.
Anyway, while he does that, so in Cars, specifically, I believe Cars 3,
Okay.
when they're in Europe, and it's like the spy one, right?
Yeah.
I thought the second one was a spy one.
Okay, what was the third one then?
No. The second.
The second one was where Lightning McQueen found love.
He was
no.
already falling in love
First-
in the first one.
Yeah, first one was just him getting to that final race. The second one
That was the one in Spain.
no.
No?
The second
Oh yeah, no. The second
second-
one was in Spain, and then the third one was when he was a washed up.
and
race
yeah,
car
and the
driver.
third one was when all the new cars came in. Okay, so then it'd be Cars 2. In Cars 2, you can see the car Pope. He's being escorted down
Yep.
the road.
Yeah.
Which that means in the Cars universe, there is religion.
The great car in the sky.
Yeah.
Yep.
Who's Car God?
Car God.
And technically, if there's
Optimus
Car God, there's
Prime?
Car Satan.
just
Obviously,
answered
he's
your
a
own
Chevy.
question.
Optimus Prime.
Obviously, he's a Chevy.
But no, because then wouldn't that
No, it's
mean
a
that God,
Fiat.
Car God created all cars in His image? So then they would all just have broken down before any civilization was created. So I don't think that's accurate.
I mean, if we look at your,
No, we go off
You're-
of what I said. It's a
Yeah.
I
Fiat.
told you everything that was wrong with my Ford, right?
Yeah.
yeah, I
Here's
mean,
the
but
thing.
look
It
at how
still
much you bought it
moves.
Yeah.
for.
That bitch still runs.
It still runs despite all of that.
I bought a Chevy for $300. That thing lasted me till 200,000 miles.
Still
I
runs. though.
can't even
Congratulations,
tell you
you
what
ran
my
2
truck.
miles.
The thing is, I could be above 200,000 because my tachometer does not work. Also,
Yep.
as far as it's concerned, I'm still at 156,
Hey,
and that was over a year ago.
that's because your speed sensor's gone.
Hey,
We know this.
I've replaced it.
all you gotta say,
help.
Yeah, it's a Ford.
all you gotta say is, still runs though.
Yep. Still runs though.
So yeah, Car Pope creates car, and then there's car religion.
Yep.
Religion is usually the basis of war, so there's car wars.
Mm-hmm.
What
Wait.
did they use in the car wars?
They have car religions?
There's a car
They
Pope
have
in
a
Cars
pope.
too. There's a
Yeah.
Pope, which means there's at least Catholicism.
And also, if you watch, during like the spy one, they had mounted weapons.
The spy who shagged me?
Yeah, so then there's car war.
Shut the fuck
So
up.
is the car war just between different? Would it be between different car countries, or would it just be the manufacturers of the car, like Chevy
No,
versus
because-
Ford?
They don't have any manufacturers in that, though.
Okay, that's a good technicality. That's a good catch.
I mean, but you can see most of the time what cars are what. Like the girl car that
Sally
Lightning
Porsche.
McQueen. Yeah, she's
Sally's
a Porsche.
Yep.
Yeah, and Lightning McQueen's a Camaro.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, Mater's a pickup.
He's a Chevy.
But
He never leaks any oil and doesn't break down. Really.
Are you kidding me? He lost his fucking hood.
it doesn't mean he broke down.
Yeah.
Okay, so
And
if
he's
there's
never leaked any oil.
back on, if there's car religion, that means there's the car Lacoste.
Oh, God.
Jeez, dude.
Car Hitler killed car Jews,
Why you-
which
Shut the fuck
I
up.
believe would be Fiats, if I'm correct.
Wow. Okay.
Right?
Yeah, so their god is
We're
a
delving
Fiat.
in. We're delving into the messed up past of the Cars universe,
Dude, that's just fucked.
right?
What the hell did you get us into tonight?
I've been with you for the last 10 hours.
I know,
So nothing.
but you got us into this conversation.
Oh, got us into the conversation.
Oh my god!
What?
That's actually a thing.
What?
The Cars universe continues to suggest the existence of a car Hitler.
Holy shit, you were right.
Yeah, you can just suck that opinion right back in your ass, Austin.
Yo, is there another piece with crust left?
Yeah, there's 2 of them. We have pizza, by the way.
Could I
You
have,
guys don't get any because you're listening to this on audio.
could I have a piece with crust, please?
Can I throw it at you?
I really want to move my mic, but I'm afraid I'm gonna get.
You can move it. I can just drop you're slapping it anyway.
Yeah, I know.
Straight
Okay,
to the pit.
so
Sorry about that. No,
so there is even on the thing that David looked up, it says there's evidence of car Hitler, car Holocaust.
Since the beginning, the franchise has included a World War II era Jeep named Sarge, and the 2013 Disney spin-off Planes featured a full-on flashback to the Pacific Theater. Naturally, these details have led some on the internet to ponder whether or not a car Holocaust did exist.
That's nuts.
Well, Sarge was having flashbacks, and that had to mean some type
Was
of
there
war.
a Cars 9/11
well-
where the planes hijacked, or
Oh
were
my
the
God.
planes themselves radicalized?
There is a conspiracy theory. I don't know if it's a conspiracy theory or not, but I mean, Walt Disney wasn't anti-Semitic.
That is true.
So car Disney. Fuck.
Did you guys not know that?
I think I knew. I just didn't make the connection to it.
Family Guy totally.
Oh yeah, they blew that shit out of the water.
ran on it. Yeah.
Well, I mean, they run on anything they can
Yeah.
and make it funny.
Okay, and then David, since you're on a website, Cars is produced by DreamWorks or Pixar.
Pixar.
Okay, so then Pixar films, as you can see from the cross correlation in movies, i.e., in The Incredibles, they had people from the movie Monsters Inc. On their pajamas, which means that these things are crossed back and forth.
Yes.
Toy Story ball was in Cars, and
Toy Story what?
the ball. It's like the yellow ball, blue ring, red star
From what?
from Toy Story.
No, but where was it?
It's been in like everything. It's been in Monsters Inc. It was in Cars, as the design was on like I think it was a fuel truck.
And you see Mr. Incredible in Finding Nemo.
Yeah, you see Mr. Incredible in Finding Nemo, and you see Nemo also in the mobile above the young girl in the young girl's room.
Yep.
In Monsters Inc.
Boo.
Yeah, Boo. So that means that these things exist in each other's universe, which means Toy Story is in the same universe as Cars.
Well, and since Disney
This is
owns
weird.
Marvel, think about this. They all exist in the Marvel universe
Nah,
too.
shut the fuck up.
Lightning McQueen confirmed for Endgame 2.
I could just
That's the entire basis for the What If series on Disney Plus.
just
What if Iron Man helped out Lightning McQueen in winning the
I
David,
could,
what's that look for?
I could just see Lightning McQueen bursting through one of those portals
Tony
and running
Stark-
over Thanos.
Tony Stark gives Lightning McQueen a nano suit.
How's he supposed to push the thing in the middle of his chest to activate it?
He doesn't have to.
Voice activated.
Iron Man
bitch.
doesn't even have that in there anymore.
Nope.
It got taken out at the end of 3.
Yeah.
All it
What
is
are you
now is just a
talking
thing
about?
that he attaches to himself.
Yeah,
No,
literally
but
in Infinity War, he taps it to activate the nano suit.
That's not embedded in his chest. That's not the thing. Like,
No,
they should-
that's
no,
not what
shh,
I'm
shh,
saying. I'm saying in order to activate the nanites to form the armor, he has to
He
tap.
put it on the top of his right wheel well. So he just brings his wheel up and goes and taps it.
Having some
Okay.
difficulty there.
Maybe it's a blinker. I don't
Probably.
know.
Maybe it's a blinker.
left turn blinker.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but every time he takes a left, then wouldn't it activate?
Yes.
It depends on what the blinker. It's his hazard lights. And what on the subject of Iron Man, the thing I was talking about is the thing that holds the shards at bay was taken out of his chest, and you can see that the triangular one that he now has, like you said in Infinity War, that is not physically embedded into his body.
Oh yeah, no, I already know that.
Yeah. That's what I was talking about.
I was
just
talking
saying
about
that
I was talking about the fact that with the nano suit, he still has to tap it to activate the nanites.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's
That's
just.
what me and Dan were talking about.
Side note: how do cars use their blinkers?
Thought.
Yeah, it's a mental thing.
I don't know, maybe maybe Nano's just mental for them.
What if they had to yell like left turn, right turn?
It's voice
Right turn.
activated.
Nano suit activates.
God fucking damn it. Not again.
No, please. But yeah, what if the Disney Plus series? What if that's all it is? Just exploring if other Disney properties existed with the
That'd be
Avengers.
so fucking weird.
That would be.
Buzz, go for Thanos' glove.
God damn it.
To infinity and beyond.
Literally.
Bye. To infinity war and beyond.
Dude, what if
That-
Buzz
no.
Lightyear only had the Power Stone? Then he could teleport.
Dude, what if
Could
Sorry,
teleport?
Yeah,
Excuse me? Negative
No.
there.
that's what the Power Stone does.
Negative
does
Ghost
not.
Rider.
Which one does that?
That's the
The
Space Stone,
Space
bud.
Stone?
Yeah.
The Power
What?
Stone amplifies the powers of every other stone.
Yeah, my dude.
Mm-hmm.
And the body of the wielder.
Correct.
We're blowing Dan's mind in this bitch.
Okay. that
Time
makes sense.
Stone controls time.
What?
Space Stone.
Wait. The time stone controls time.
Wait,
Space
you
Stone
guys.
controls the space, meaning all of the
Reality
space
Stone
around the
controls
person.
reality.
Yup.
And the power stone
Mind
just
Stone
boosts the
allows-
voltage on your mod.
Mind Stone allows you to control the minds of others.
Really?
Yes.
Yup.
See, I was
It
always
allows
super
you to-
confused.
It
on
allows you to dominate the minds of others,
Mm-hmm.
making them do whatever you want without question.
that. So then, see, now that brings the question to me: why didn't Thanos just use the Mind Stone to?
The mind stone's
Because
the
there
last one
are
he
s-
acquired.
There
Also.
there are some people that can resist it,
Yeah,
like
but,
people who have incredible telepathic powers,
so
which
I'm
is
talking
literally like half of the Marvel universe.
Yeah, true.
Tony Stark doesn't have that.
He's got strong will though.
Yeah.
He could probably break it. The movie already came out. There's no use.
There's no use in like questioning it. And
well,
then
yeah.
Speaking
no,
of Marvel, David still hasn't seen
Endgame.
Endgame.
Don't care.
It's been like 2 weeks now.
don't care.
2 weeks. It's been like 4 months.
No, 2 weeks since we last mentioned it
Oh,
on the
yeah,
podcast
still
about
seen
him not
It's
seeing
been
it.
like 4 months since that thing.
I
came
still
out,
probably
swear.
know more about Marvel than all three of you.
Oh
combined.
yeah, I don't doubt it, but you should still see Endgame. So things that happen in that may not be canon MCU or canon Marvel comics.
Judging by what happened in Infinity War, it is canon. Like all of the stuff that was from the movie, most of it is from the comics.
Okay, cool.
So a lot of the stuff you guys would say about Endgame, I probably already know.
True,
Then do you want to spoil it for him?
You can go ahead.
Well, we're not on the topic of that.
I mean,
Yeah.
technically we are because
We are on topic of
we're talking
anyway.
about Marvel.
That's my bad.
No, the topic we're on is what if Woody had a Woody?
That's not the topic we're on.
See, my
Buzz
que-
Lightyear?
See, my question is, does Andy's mom have toys with the same name?
Probably.
Buzz and Woody?
Isn't it weird that do we ever see Andy's mom's face?
No.
Yes.
Wait, really?
Yes.
Which
Yes,
one?
for a split second.
In which one?
It's for maybe 2 seconds and it's in Toy Story 3.
I didn't
Yep.
see that one. That's why.
I think they're making way too many Toy Stories.
They're only on 4.
Exactly. They should have just stuck
the
with like
series,
2.
the movies make them money. Why would they stop?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
They're
is
gonna make
literally
money regardless.
that is literally the
Yeah,
thought
but
process
more
of
money.
every movie company ever.
And it's manufactured for children, so either way, even if adults think it's stupid,
They will still
they're
make
still
it.
going to see it
Because kids.
because the kids want to see it.
I guess.
And the kids don't grasp the concept of, oh no, this movie was made horribly.
Jeez, fucking attack me.
You know, it's
Lively.
I mean,
you-
you threw it out there, and we kind of just went with it.
if you had a
I'm
button
fucking
in
with
front
you.
of you that every time you press it, you got 10 grand, would you stop pressing the button?
Fuck no!
Exactly.
Okay, actually, here's a question.
Is there anything bad that comes out of it?
Yes, every time you push that button, one random person dies.
That's okay.
No, that's too much of a downfall for what we're thinking of.
How? If
Because
somebody you don't know, would you still press the
no,
button?
I'm
for
saying
10
I'm
grand?
saying for the comparison between the $10,000 button and making a new Toy Story film. Every time you press the button, one person gets really angry that you press the button.
Okay.
That's okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Who
that's
gives a
totally
shit
fine.
about people going, oh, yeah, Toy Story 7, yeah, I don't want to see it. It's horribly made. Doesn't matter. There's 3,000 people that don't like the movie. There's so many more kids that need to see it or they will have a bitch fit.
Yep.
They're just going to keep making money. It's a cash cow. Moo, bitch.
No, but
Moo.
on the topic of pushing that button, would you still do it?
If one random person died,
Yes.
probably.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
I got a
My
1 in
thought-
7 billion chance of it not being my wife.
I just
I don't care if you die, Dan.
What the fuck?
that's dark.
My
I
thought
love
process
Dan.
is if I'm not the one actually looking at the person when they die, I do not care.
I guess that's a valid point.
What if it's on Facebook Live?
That's okay.
Yo.
Because I'm not actually there. I'm not actually, like, physically
Well, and
watching
then
them die.
it begs the question: how would that person die?
Somebody...
Heart attack.
Or some random no-named assassin just from, like,
You no.
400
Quantum
yards...
realm.
From 400 yards away, just...
You guys are thinking way too small. They just fucking explode. Chunks go fucking everywhere.
What if they disappear and it just goes?
It's a kindergarten teacher that explodes.
Thanos
God.
snapped him.
No one else is injured by the explosion. No one else is injured by the explosion. She just spontaneously explodes. Those 25 children are now covered in blood and guts.
Yes.
I would
Horrified for life.
The
Thanos
real question
snapped.
is, who's drinking those White Claws over there and being a lady?
That would be my roommate.
White claws, no laws, motherfucker.
I could beat you.
Could you?
Gentlemen, we'll do that after the podcast. Just
Well,
chill.
we beat that. We built. Rewind. We beat that Disney horse to a fucking pulp. So,
Did-
what's
no.
your guys' favorite alcoholic drink?
Yeah.
Yeah, we already know about you.
Do you like
fucking
Yag
alcoholic.
by itself or do you like Yag with a
Yes.
mix? Which do you like better, by itself or with mix?
Yes.
You have to pick one.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
I actually like it both the same.
Not.
That's
No,
not
shouldn't-
possible.
I mean, it is, but it's not really an option here.
I'm a moonshine kind of guy. I will outdrink you in any of you in moonshine.
I mean, I'm kind of
just
lightweight, so I don't really give a shit. I get drunker
Just
faster,
fucking
therefore I
pick.
save money.
Just pick a type of drink.
Moonshine.
Moonshine's good.
Oh yeah.
Do you know how to test if moonshine's good moonshine or bad moonshine?
Light it on fire.
Thanks for ruining that. I wasn't asking you. You didn't pick a drink, you ninny fuck.
I was more or less
You
like just
ninny-
throwing it out there to see if it was
No, I
right.
was asking him. Yeah, if it's good moonshine,
fuck.
it burns white. If it's bad, it burns black.
I just
Sorry, how does
drink
something
it.
burn
Hope
black?
I don't go blind.
Yeah,
That's the best way to test it.
Turpentine.
I've had apple pie moonshine.
Oh,
I've
that's some good
had
shit.
Oh, that's
moonshine
not good shit.
brandy, and then I've had like actual 200 proof make you go blind moonshine.
Oh damn.
Oh yeah.
That I had that up north, and that was it was a spicy meatball. I tell you what,
It was a spicy
Plus
meatball.
Yeah,
spicy meatball.
that burned my. I can only take like 3 shots of that, and I already had like maybe quarter bottle of Captain before that, and like 3 beers or something.
Yeah, me and Austin went to my one of my old buddy's sister's place because they moved back from like 6 hours up north,
Oh god.
and we were drinking this vodka for the night. You know, they had a tall bottle and it was fairly new when we started, and we just drank it throughout the night, taking shots, you know, chugging from the bottle, whatever. We didn't notice until the morning when we were
Still pretty drunk.
still fairly buzzed, still fairly drunk, and the bottle was empty. That we realized that it was 100 proof, and we didn't know that. I thought it was just regular ass like.
That's half alcohol.
Yeah, I thought it was just regular ass like Smirnoff. I thought it was just
Smirnoff is like 40 or
I
well,
puked
well, yeah.
a lot.
But I'm saying like we thought it was just regular ass vodka. We didn't think that it was 100 proof, and so we were drinking it like it was just.
what kind of vodka?
I can't remember the name of it for the life of me. I have no idea what it's called.
You ever had a car crash? Car cough?
Oh no, I don't. I don't think so.
It's a very, very, very bad tasting vodka. It's just cheap vodka. is what
Have
it
you
is.
had Hypnotique?
No.
It's horrible. Never buy it. Now that you've had time to think about it, Austin, what's your favorite alcoholic drink?
I gotta say Amarula. It's a good one.
What's Amarula?
You want to try
I
it?
guess
We
you
have
guys
it. You
should
want to
there.
try
Want
it?
some?
Kind of, yeah.
Okay, I'll grab it.
Okay, yeah, you go ahead and get it. Way to go, dumbass.
Are they still plugged in?
Yeah, they're good.
Cool.
Just tripping on cords.
Okay, talk
What if
about
they
something.
get unplugged and then plugged back in?
I don't know.
Talk about how much you love fucking me in the ass.
I love fucking Nico in the ass.
No, it's next to the microwave.
Um,
Now, Amarula it's like it's an African cream liqueur.
oh, it's a cream liqueur.
Oh yeah, dude, that shit's good.
Quit tripping over shit.
Yeah, Amarillo is a African cream liqueur made from an African origin, I believe it's Marala fruit.
Gonna move the mic real quick.
It's a really good cream liqueur with like kind of like an orangey sort of taste to it, but not like overpowering. It's kind of like a creamsicle sort of thing. It's really good. Dan's attempting to open it right
Any
now
issues over there, bud?
with his tiniest little lady arms.
Jesus.
Yeah, give it to Daddy. Daddy, open it.
It's really stuck, isn't it?
Ooh.
Oh.
I think we're gonna
Daddy
go in a
open
circle
it?
and see if we can do it.
I think the stuff dried up.
Daddy opened
Daddy
it.
got it.
Woo!
I loosened it for him.
Give Daddy a
yeah,
kiss.
that's it.
Yeah.
Thank Daddy.
Oh, fuck.
Dropping the cap.
Okay. Smells like caramel.
I know, right?
He's trying it. Joke's on you, I peed in that bottle.
Tastes like grape pea.
Yeah, pretty good, right?
It sounded like he said grape pea.
Yeah, that's the first bottle of alcohol I've ever actually bought.
Did you buy that?
Yeah, I did.
Oh yeah, you finished the bottle that I had.
Yep.
Oh shit. Yeah, it's pretty good cream liqueur. I
Are you
like.
talking about that? Are you talking about that stuff that was in the white bottle? The
Oh, the Baileys?
Bailey's is
No.
really good.
No, this was like a gluten-free, like almond.
That shit was
base.
disgusting.
It was
Yeah.
nasty.
It wasn't good. It's good. It's good enough that if you just want to drink to get drunk, just ignore it and stuff.
Where'd
But
he go?
Found it.
Stop dropping shit. Dude, it registered on the mic. You can see it.
it did. Yeah,
Fucking idiot.
You're ruining everything, Dan.
it's a pretty good audio synchronization point though.
It really is.
Yeah. So if we fuck up at
When
any
did he
point,
drop it? Thunk. There it is.
no, it's just like it because it registered really loud on his, probably decently loud on yours, and mine probably picked it up. And yours, there's a good chance because you don't have a pop, you don't have any kind of filter on yours.
I don't know.
So what they're saying is, you're welcome, guys.
Yeah, we can just line up the spike, but that's only if it stops at the right point.
So you have to stop. Never mind.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
I thought you were trying to make a joke.
No.
because you stopped talking when you said that.
hold on.
Ew.
Dude,
Wow.
the first half of that fart literally sounded like you just dropped a drop into a bucket of water. It was like, just
Do you need to go check after that?
we can check.
I'll risk it for the
The
biscuit.
couch, the couch is leather. We can just wipe it off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But back to our subject that we talk about every week, the Area 51 raid.
Ah, yes.
No.
There's a video of
Oh,
25.
dude, that's gnarly.
Keep that shit over there.
I fucked myself, dude.
Dude, I'm just. Can I tell my story?
Yeah,
No.
go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna say the
Rude
same.
ass?
I'm gonna say the thing I say all the time.
Rotary
M32.
Rotary
grenade
grenade
launcher. I'm
Because
just saying,
fuck you
There's a video.
and everyone around you.
There's a video of 26 tanks on a train going to Area 51 in preparation for the however many million people show up or are said to show up. So they're prepping.
Do you really think people are gonna storm it?
I think
Yes.
people are going to show up but be too scared when they see 26 tanks.
Yeah, I think people are gonna get scared and they might not actually storm at it. Also, Arby's restaurant on wheels is gonna be there.
Oh, sweet.
It's driving from Louisiana
Oh, fuck.
all the way to the Area 51 gates.
I just want to be there just to hear.
Wait, are you going?
No.
Oh,
Maybe.
No,
yeah,
like,
he
I
might
buy a
because
ticket.
Mini Lad is supposed to make an appearance.
who?
Craig Thompson from YouTube.
Who's that?
I guess we'll show you that afterwards.
Oh, okay.
You're an uncultured swine.
I just don't listen to
Sexist fuck.
unpopular lame fucks on
Sex-
YouTube.
He's not
the
unpopular,
unpopular lame
he has-
fuck has a rugby stadium named after him, and he has put single-handedly over 25 wells in Africa.
And doesn't he have like
Get
8 million subscribers?
He's almost at 6.
Okay.
I watched his meme stream the other day. He's getting pretty close to 6.
Say, where,
Point
like,
in who has a meme stream?
He does. He
Craig
sits there and
Thompson.
streams, and any money, and most of the money that he gets from it goes directly to charity to put more wells in Africa.
All right, make me feel like shit.
Yes.
You already should.
I put a few wells in Africa myself.
No, you didn't.
His,
Well,
his
well,
ca-
well, Africa.
Yeah,
I did
exactly.
too.
That's what I was gonna say. He just flew to Africa and went, well, and then
back.
he flew back.
Oh, and I donated towards a couple orphanage there too.
I'm so proud of
Of course
you,
you
Dan.
did.
I mean, 30 cents isn't much of a donation, but
Couple
Well,
hundred
thanks
bucks,
for your
but-
contribution.
Well, I mean, you remember? I think the crossing still does.
Actually,
it,
a
but you know how
Nicola
they
Day,
have, like,
a
2 or
Nicola
3
Day feeds
orphanages
10
now.
African
They're not even the
children,
crossing
according to a
anymore.
lot of
Huh?
They're
places.
not even the crossing anymore.
What are they?
Free Grace United.
Yeah.
Yeah, they changed the name because of the fact that
Yeah, they
a
fucking sold
lot
out.
more of the viewings are overseas.
Yeah, they sold out.
They didn't sell out.
Yes, they did.
What do you mean they sold out? They changed the name.
Exactly.
That's
That's
it.
not selling out.
Might as well be. No,
You obviously don't know what it means.
They're no
to
longer
sell
the
out.
crossing.
It's
You obviously don't know what it
It's
means.
a name change.
Well, dude, they've changed their name 3 times because they used to be the Crossing Church or the Crossing of Woodland Fellowship, and then
They just
then
turned
they
the
were
crossing.
the Crossing, and now they're Free Grace United.
Yeah, selling out is when you have something good and then you sell your whatever you have for money, or you let someone buy you out, or you put 17 ads in one video.
Yep.
And at least they're not like Five Finger Death Punch where they made a bunch of songs about not selling out and then they did sell out.
Speaking of such, they're actually coming to Duluth later this year.
Oh no shit, huh?
Yeah, I think it's like December 12th.
How much are tickets?
Like $95 for like, it's not first row, but it's in one of the back sections, first row.
I don't like concerts that are row based and stuff. I like
Well, they have like a general admission, and that's like right in front of the stage.
well because I like mosh pits.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
those are always fun.
I went to Soundset and I got into like 3 or 4 mosh pits and I made sure I was hit at least 4 times.
What the fuck?
Dude, every time I go into the mosh pit, I get hit in the face at least once, and I'm proud.
Do you go like out of your way to get hit in the face?
Sometimes.
I don't mean to interrupt your fun story, but I came across possibly what might have been the funniest and most fucked up things to happen this week.
Oh,
Okay.
by all means.
Because I'm looking up news stories.
Okay.
Sure.
Cat filter blunder adds bizarre twist to double homicide press conference.
I'm sorry.
What? Oh no, that came out a while ago.
Read that again.
Because they've done that like 2 or 3 times on the Facebook Live broadcast. Because there's, you know how there's filters and stuff on the live Facebook things, right?
No.
Yeah,
they
you
have
can use.
filters.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of like
And-
Snapchat.
They accidentally hit the cat filter.
Oh god.
Yeah.
They did it during they did obviously during the double homicide press conference, but they did during a different type of assembly meeting also, like a Supreme Court meeting.
Oh
I
god.
remember that. But yeah, I guess this one's. Let me toss into this story. That's so fucked. Can you just imagine that? Like being the family?
Oh.
How
yeah.
fucked
Oh,
up
yeah.
that would be?
Yeah, that's.
Because it's an American woman and her Australian boyfriend were killed in British Columbia. It was a press conference trying to figure out the next steps.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine being the family watching that, and they're just cat filters.
Yeah, it'd be kind of fucked.
Like, oh my god.
I'd just
so
laugh.
bad. Because the Facebook one changes the color of their face, too.
Yeah.
So it looks like the legit yellow cat emoji.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So there's like Simpson cats talking about double homicide.
Again, that's still just. It's just fucked.
Bad merch. Oh my god, that's so bad. The double homicide merch. What are you looking at, Dan?
Dude, I'm talking to some girl.
Dan, put your fucking phone away.
Quit sexting on the podcast.
If we can't see your dick, neither can she.
Actually, on technicality, due to the contract, anything that the podcast is used for gain, they get 60%. So, if you get anything sexy, we get 60% of that.
That is true.
So I gotta cover 40% of the phone.
Yes, so just her face.
No. What you do is you take a screenshot and then you crop the image.
Okay.
You just get to pick the 60% that we get.
Or I'll just go on Snapchat and erase 40% of it.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, so just her face.
Because the podcast gets 60%.
That's so fucked.
Welcome to the podcast.
Put your fucking phone away, Dan.
Get the guy a fucking podcast.
Okay, he's on his phone. I see
We're-
him on his
Do you see
phone.
what
Using
I never
it-
see my phone though?
Using it for the
Go fuck
podcast.
yourself, Dan.
I'll use it for the podcast.
Look
yeah.
up news articles and shit.
Number 1, I'm using mine from the podcast. Number 2, until a contract is written up, I own this podcast.
Hey.
Who bought your mic? And your cord? And your pop filter?
Are we really
and all
having
his-
this conversation
We
right
can.
now, though?
You may have. Guess what? My face is still on the shirt.
You guys have a shirt?
Oh yeah, we have a shirt. Have you not seen it yet?
No.
Oh shit! I'll be right back.
I can just. Oh, do you still have? No, you. Oh yeah, you do still have one
yes,
because
I
I
got
gave you because I gave you my spare. Anyway, while he is gone, woman arrested after climbing Mount Rushmore.
Good.
Yeah, you can't do that. That's private property. That's,
Way to take the story farther.
that's
It's like
federal property.
woman arrested for climbing Mount Rushmore. Yep. Next.
Yeah.
My
Yeah,
face
yeah.
is on the shirt.
Yeah, I designed that. Isn't that great?
Who's
Flip
is the other guy?
That's
It
me,
is.
you fuck.
I don't know. Take your
And
hat
then-
off.
My hair was different when I made it. It was
got
like
this.
months ago.
Oh, that's badass.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah, actually, speaking of that, the almost live neon design for the logo. If you guys are watching this on YouTube, pay attention to the video because if everything works out correctly, the lights should be moving a little bit, and there should be a nice little smoke effect. So the backing to this, the video of it, isn't quite as boring. There's still something to look at.
Probably won't work, but we can try.
I wish I had my.
It'll probably
old
work.
phone.
It's just a video file.
I don't know.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah, it is pretty neat. I like it.
So so saying that reminded me of a previous podcast and
Oh, yeah.
and something we talked about.
Yeah, the tree.
You didn't do it.
What did I? What was I supposed to do?
You didn't do. You didn't. You said you'd put some a thing in it. But
You're being so massively vague that I can't even try to decipher.
because
what
when
I'm
we were
supposed to
talking
do.
about the nature walk, you
Yeah,
said you were gonna put a voice or a clip, an audio clip from it
Oh
into the
Yeah, really?
podcast. You didn't do it.
Well,
And it made me sad.
number one, that's my bad. I should have tried to do that. Number two, I'm fairly certain that would still violate copyright
What?
because
Do you know
it's another creator's works.
Do you know how long that thing that's been on YouTube?
Doesn't
And I'm
matter
pretty
how long.
sure.
That
And I'm
doesn't
pretty
matter.
sure.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how long it's been on YouTube.
And I'm pretty. You still have to claim it though, because stuff like that has been done on a lot of other YouTube videos. And if the video is not claimed by the person who actually published it, yes, they do still actually have to claim it. It doesn't matter; other people can use it.
Well, it's like
And
Smosh,
it's just the audio clip.
Well,
too.
either
it's
way,
like
my
there's
bad.
no
Smosh,
video.
When they did like one of their first videos was a parody type video of the Pokemon theme song, and when that thing hit like. It was like over 1 million views. It got taken off YouTube because of copyright.
Technically,
Yeah,
that,
because
that
it's
shouldn't even have
fucking
happened
Pokemon.
because
Well, no, they played the whole song. That's the thing.
Oh, that's why.
the entire Pokemon song.
Yeah, but it was up for so long, and then they just went and copyrighted.
But did they parody the lyrics?
No.
Oh no.
Did they make money off of it?
I mean, at that point, not technically they weren't, but
And actually, now with current standings, it doesn't matter if the video is monetized or not. Because my brother was live streaming. One of his friends played music. That music got copyright claimed,
What the fuck with the
and now
chords?
his actual video stream, the actual video of that, and his channel is monetized. But only all the money he makes from that is going towards paying back the company. Yeah. So it doesn't even matter if the video is officially monetized or not. It can still get claimed for money,
All right.
which is massively unfortunate.
Yeah.
But hey, my little brother's getting money for his content. He just doesn't get to see any of it.
well, not yet.
Now here's my question though.
Not yet. Yeah.
It's like if you post a video, after how many views do you start getting paid for it?
Doesn't
Ye-
matter if
It does. It does. I've looked it up because I tried to monetize our stuff.
Well, I
Okay.
thought if you have ads appear on your thing, you get ad revenue.
Well, yeah, that too. But like the video
Ads-
itself being monetized, rather like
Yeah, the video
Other
itself
than
being monetized for view retention and everything like that. You have to have 1,000 subscribers and it's a certain amount of total views on channel
Oh.
So
to
it's
get
like-
it monetized.
if
Yeah.
you,
Okay.
if you really wanted to, you really just put it on just set the video on a loop.
I
And just
mean,
continuously watch it.
I guess technically, but like it's like a high number. It's not like
Well, yeah.
300 views. It's like I think like 50,000 or more, something like that.
Well, then as soon as the video starts, you just hit refresh, restart the page,
Maybe.
because you don't have to watch the entire video for it to count.
I don't. Yeah, I don't know if
You
that.
do have to watch a certain amount of it.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I don't. Remember, I don't know that. Either way.
I
Either
don't
way.
know.
Yeah.
That kind of reminds me of. You remember? You guys know who Fred is, right?
Oh God.
Yes.
So when Fred came out with a movie, in
That
the
fucking
movie,
sucked.
dude, that movie was fucking dumb funny. I'm sorry.
If you're high as shit, yes, it's funny. If you're not,
So,
it's just stupid.
John
Speaking
Cena
of
is his
which-
dad.
We totally forgot
What did we
What?
forget?
before the podcast.
What were we supposed to do before the podcast?
My thing.
What was your thing? No, that's no. The is after it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's
Cool,
after,
cool,
so he's
cool,
not
cool,
too
cool,
fucked
cool.
up.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
okay. I
last
get
week.
it.
Yeah, I don't want to drink too much before the podcast because when that happened before,
He couldn't set shit up,
yeah, I had trouble, and I still had trouble setting stuff up this time, but I fixed it.
surprisingly.
Well,
It's not surprising. Because initially I think I've told this to people before. I think it was in like one of the first episodes. I tried using Ableton for the longest time, and for 2 months I couldn't figure out how to get it to work correctly with what we were trying to do.
Because it sucked ass.
And so I just got the Mac, and then I have GarageBand running, and I actually know how to use GarageBand. I know how to use the audio interfaces in it. So I still would have figured it out, more or less, whether it was this week or afterwards. I would have still figured it out, but
I still
Excuse
taste that Jack Daniels.
Way to go.
Jack Daniels is delicious. Which, by the way, my favorite alcoholic drink is Jack and Coke, since I think I got cut off when I said that.
Yeah, you never did.
Yeah, so I was trying to look up stuff, and I guess I pressed Z a lot, and then I got this picture.
Whoa.
It's just,
I mean, it's a
Okay.
pretty cool
it's
picture.
just a picture of some dude screaming.
No, that's a woman.
Is it?
Is
It
that,
has to be a woman.
does
I'm
he?
sorry, did you
Does she
just
identify as a
assume their
woman?
Gender?
I mean, you got to look at the facial features.
I'm sorry, did you just assume their gender?
Okay, they could be an Apache helicopter for all I care.
I identify as a cupcake.
Piece of shit.
Fucking yeah, you are a cupcake. Get this guy a puppers.
You fucking
I
fruitcake.
sexually identify as a non-stick stainless steel Teflon coated frying pan.
Oh, speaking of gender and whatever relationship between that, I read this thing. I do not know the name, so I'm gonna fuck that up.
Okay.
But it was someone like, do you ever have like a person really really close to you of whatever gender that like you know you're gonna spend your whole life with, but there's absolutely no like romanticism to it? What's that called? And then someone posted a link to like the Urban Dictionary definition of friend. It's like no, but like you're really close. It's like, oh, do you mean best friend? And then someone commented on that there's a legitimate relationship. It's like it's queer something, and it's the queer portion is not derogatory for anyone that's listening and might think it is. It's not. It's just it's using the definition of queer as weird, because there's a legitimate relationship where you and one person mutually decide that you are going to spend your entire lives together, but there's no romanticism involved, which I think is the actual scientific name then for what my brother calls a heterosexual life partner. Because that's like me and Austin. That's what I call us. We're heterosexual life partners.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I gotta go to the bathroom. I gotta go to the little podcaster's room.
You got a tinky. You know what, man? We don't want to miss you. We'll pause it real quick. We can pause it.
Oh, dude.
Dan's back from the little podcaster's room.
What's up, buddy?
We back in this bitch.
Yo, honestly, your bathroom is giant.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Dude, yeah, that surprised the hell out of me the first time I came here. I did not expect it to be
So
that
my
big.
buddy up in Duluth, he was living in one of the really nice apartments called Boulder Ridge or whatever.
Oh yeah,
I don't know.
it sounds rich as fuck.
Yeah, but I mean they were super cheap. Everything was super cheap in there. I mean you could tell it was all particle board and everything. I mean
yeah,
you gotta
yeah.
understand, they're just trying to make money and
Yeah.
whatever. But so the upstairs bathroom was super small, and it had a shower, bath, and I mean it was a full bathroom, and then the downstairs bathroom was technically a half bath, but it was fucking gigantic. Like it was like toilet, sink, everything else empty space. It was, I swear that thing was like 12 foot by 12 foot.
Just like a long hallway to nothing.
It was a big square, dude. And
Long square hallway to nothing.
yeah, pretty much.
The fuck?
It was like 12 foot by 12 foot, and there was only a toilet and a small sink in there.
It's just weird.
Yeah.
That is the literal example of a Nickelback song.
Look at this graph.
No, not no.
No, it's look at this photograph. No.
No,
Look at
the
this
meme
giraffe.
is graph.
Yeah.
That meme is so solid.
I hate Nickelback.
Everyone does.
That's the fucking point.
Even
Brian.
Nickelback hates Nickelback.
Yeah, they've admitted to being like they're
Look
like,
at
yeah,
this-
we get it, we suck.
Dan,
Yeah, but that guy's kind of a piece. The lead singer's kind
Chad
of a piece
Kroeger?
of shit. Yeah,
Why is he a
Dan.
piece of shit? I haven't heard anything about that. Why is he a piece of shit?
he's just kind of a piece of shit.
You just don't
Why?
like Nickelback, so he's automatically a piece of
reason
shit.
I don't know. It's just you look at what other music groups and people like that, what they do with all their money in their community and shit like that, and then you look at him and
He
he's
just doesn't.
Yeah, he's
But you
garbage.
need to think about how much less money Nickelback's making.
That's a
Dude,
very valid point.
When
They're
they were
getting
at
a Nickelback. That's it.
they probably still do. Huh? What?
I said they're just getting a Nickelback.
Oh, that. See, okay, I get it. That's why they
Wow.
call it Nickelback.
Dan,
What?
you just got to think. Look at this giraffe.
Look at this giraffe. But yeah, the song I was referencing by Nickelback is I can't remember the name of the song actually, but it's like I want a bathroom I can play baseball
Rockstar.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rockstar. Yeah.
The only reason I know that is because that is the song that my mom got into a car crash listening to.
And on that note,
I've literally got it memorized because it was the car crash that almost killed her.
that's a little fucked.
Why is everything in your life so fucking morbid?
Because that's my fucking life, bud.
Yeah, Dan, if you listen to the last one, David talks about all the times he almost died as a child.
6 times to be exact.
At like 3 or 4 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I almost died when I was 8.
All right, well, yeah, tell us that story if it's not super sad and hard for you to go through.
Oh,
Actually, you know what? Even if it's super sad, tell us anyway.
Yeah.
So
Do
when
it.
I was about 8, I was biking around my neighborhood, and we
Yeah,
were all
very
gonna go to we were playing in our woods. I mean, I think we're like 3 miles away from where I used to live and where this happened.
Oh damn.
We were at my buddy's house, and I was like, let's go over to my house for something. I don't really remember it. And I was like, let's race. And I had my old mongoose, and
So you going fast?
No, I'm talking like the old school mongooses that weighed like 50 pounds.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay,
And
yeah.
so I had thighs like for days.
Oh yeah.
You still
And-
got fast for
days,
days,
buddy.
buddy.
And then I was
only
going down
gotten
a hill, and I mean, you know, mass and inertia and shit like that had me going.
Yeah,
I was
math.
in the lead, obviously.
Clearly.
That's science, bud.
Yeah, you have a 300-pound bike.
Hey, so the audio fucked up on this part again. I still don't know what's happening. I think it's an audio interference, like I said before. But pretty much we just make jokes about how the bike is really, really heavy. Anyway, back to the podcast.
I was coming to an intersection, and on the right side there were trees blocking, and then on the left side it was all open. I didn't look both ways. I went down through the intersection, and then a Cavalier was coming by. I nailed him on his driver's side wheel in the front.
Wow.
And I blacked out immediately, but apparently what happened is I hit the car, flew over my handlebars, smashed my head on the windshield. He slammed on his brakes, and I rolled onto the pavement. And my bike, I did more damage to that car than that car did to me. All I got was like 3 spots of road rash and a cracked open head. That car got a severely dented side door, driver's side door, and a windshield that was smashed all to pieces where you know it was done, and his hood was dented and his rim was chipped.
Oh my god.
You want to know what happened to my bike?
Nothing.
Not shit.
The seat got bent.
That's nuts, dude.
I'm not saying like the whole seat like
Like
the
it just
post and
got turned a
everything.
little bit.
No, it was like shifted over.
Oh damn.
Yeah, dude.
That's nuts.
All I did was put a new seat on that thing, and it ran like a champ.
Yup.
But
That's nuts.
I ended up getting 7 staples in my head, and I was in the hospital overnight. My pelvis was crooked, and I had to
Still
go to
is.
a chiropractor. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I run funny now.
Yeah, you should see him when his dick's out.
You
It's
still
just it's
run
facing
funny.
backwards.
Wait, what are you talking about? Nobody in your family fucking runs.
Yeah.
Rude, but you're not wrong.
I mean, I'll run on occasion, once a year at
Yeah,
least.
to the fridge.
Fridge, what are you talking about? To the store? I don't have a fridge.
Dude, this is like a really, really bad Laugh Factory set.
Pretty much, yeah.
What do you mean? I'll run once a year. Yeah, to the fridge.
Seriously though, what's on your hat? I don't. Is that a
Oh, this?
mountain?
Yeah, Mountain. This is an Apache pine hat. This is not sponsored, but it should be soon. I'm a brand ambassador for the company.
Yeah. Okay.
It's
It's
Here's
an
the thing.
Apache helicopter.
I have one coming in too.
Yeah,
The
No
exact same
shit.
hat. Yeah,
Yeah.
exact same hat.
for free.
You guys know the brand Cole?
No.
So when I got a Cole hat, they don't sell these hats anymore. Like the type of hat that I had, it was like it's like your hat, except it wasn't a trucker hat.
It was closed back.
Yeah, but it was a snapback too.
Okay.
And it said Cole in cursive on it, but when I got it, I thought it said cool.
Wow.
I was like, this is such a dumb hat.
Dude, this hat is so cool.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to buy
It's a
it.
cool hat.
And then my friends were like, damn, that says Cole. And my face went to super happy to immediately just straight sadness. I was like, oh.
But Santa gives Cole to Bat Boys.
Oh.
And on that sad story, we're going to cut this off because we're at an hour. I would like to thank everyone for listening to the podcast, even though it's a clusterfuck every single week. You want to say bye, Dan?
Goodbye, everybody.
We'll see y'all next week.
See you later, motherfucker.
Shut up!